Hi there, this is Roy here and I welcome you to this lesson. In this lesson, we shall cover the concept of point of interest, how to measure its strength, and how to detect the recent trading range. So what is exactly the point of interest? I hope you are familiar with these terms. Before discussing the main topic, let me explain the concept of point of interest in case you are unfamiliar with the term. Okay, PY is a price zone where the market is likely to experience a significant change in direction. This zone has the potential to attract the price to revisit it in the future. It can also be referred as a supply or demand zone. In a movement, you can encounter several POIs. Some POIs are weak and some are strong. So how do we measure which POI we should consider as a strong POI and where you can trade directly? We generally classified the POI into two categories, weak POI and strong POI. And we have developed some criteria to measure the POI. If any POI satisfy our criteria, then we'll consider this POI as a strong POI. Generally, we look for the liquidity transaction involved with a POI to measure the strength. Okay, so let's analyze the chart. Here, this is the proper break-off structure. And this is the recent trading range. Why is this a trading range? This bullish movement starts with a swing low and ends with a swing high point. You can see here. To define a swing low and swing high, it is also necessary to consider liquidity transactions. This movement takes the liquidity from this low and this bearish movement takes the liquidity from this low. Since there was a liquidity transaction at the both high and low points, we can consider the low points as the swing low and the high point as a swing high. So this is our recent trading range. After identifying the recent trading range, the next step is to identify the POI or supply demand and measure its strength. Based on our strength measurement criteria, if we find any POI is a strong POI, then we can execute a trade directly by placing a buy limit order at that POI. There is no need to seek further confirmation. We can simply buy or sell when we identify a strong POI. But that doesn't mean that we'll not trade on weak POI. Of course, we can trade on weak POI, but here we need to observe the price action first and then apply the confirmation setup. Along with the direct entry method, we will teach you 4 different confirmation entry methods in the advanced course. So here we have a clean bullish trading range. And the next step is to identify POIs where we can search for a buying opportunity since the market structure is bullish. There are several POIs here. This one, and this one. But which POI has the highest potential among those 3 POIs? To identify high potential POI, we have to measure the strength of it. The stronger the point of interest, the higher the chances of winning. This POI should not be considered as a tradable because this POI has created before the creation of swing high. price doesn't respect this PY because the low of the PY has been considered as a liquidity. This is the second PY. Is this a strong PY? No, because there is no liquidity transaction associated with this PY. Price doesn't take any inside or outside liquidity here. So this is a weak PY. We may apply confirmation setup on this PY if the price reacts to this PY, but direct trading on this PY is not recommended. This is the final PY. Focus on the price action here. There are several liquidity transactions here. The price takes the outside liquidity here and also from here. The outside liquidity is more impactful than the inside liquidity. That makes a PY stronger than other types of PY. This low will be treated as the source of liquidity above this PY for future price movements. There are some additional factors that can enhance the strength of PY. You will learn the details with vivid examples in our advanced tutorial. Since this PY meets most of our criteria, we can consider this PY is stronger than the other available PYs in this trading range. Now let's see how the price will react in this trading range. There is a small reaction on this weak PY, but it is not tradable as per our confirmation entry methods. Now the price is heading to the strong PY. As per our strategy, we take direct entry when we identify a strong PY. So in this scenario, we can place a buy or limit order since the market is bullish. The entry point is below this liquidity. Here is the stop loss, and this is the first target. And we can use the recent swing high for the final target. Let's see what's the next. The price crosses the entry point, then it reaches the first target and continues on the final target. The risk reward is 2:1 on the first target. That means your reward is double than the stop loss. Now, can you understand why it is crucial to measure the strength of PY? When you understand the criteria applied to measure the strength of a point of interest or PY, you can trade directly as shown in this example. In our advanced program, you will gain clear understanding of how to measure the strength of PY and what are the criteria that you have to apply to a PY to measure the strength of it. It is equally important to learn how to detect proper trading range correctly and identify accurate breakup structure to map the market accordingly. This intense training course is designed step by step to get the best entry point. Unlike other courses, it does not take much time to complete because this course is enriched with the core details and practical trading examples. It is no storytelling or much information overloaded because we are trader, not marketer. You may already seen our thousands of trade record live trading in the social media platforms. In this mentorship program, we shall keep the low number of members because we need to give you the best support. Your goal is success, and we talk here only to reach your goal easily. Join this course today to trade like a smart money trader. Thank you.